Hey, it's Beth Foster from the WEBE Wake Up Morning Show. We're in downtown New Haven. If you're thinking about going back to college, or you're a high schooler, you're graduating from high school, and you want to continue your education, look no further. You're about to meet a lot of great people who are going to tell you why you need to go to Gateway Community College. We are with Tony Carberry, Director of Enrollment Management, and he's going to tell us about Gateway Community College here in downtown New Haven. How you doing, Tony?
Good. First of all, I want to thank you for coming and giving us some airtime.
Oh, no. This is a beautiful building. I'm so happy to be here. Tell us about why people would choose Gateway Community College as their education.
I often say that it makes good sense. We provide access to all people who've graduated high school to high quality education here at Gateway at an affordable price. So it just makes good sense.
And what is the cost to go to Gateway Community College?
We're $2,104 per semester. So just under $5,000 a student can attend here for the year.
Wow.
And get high quality college education.
That's incredible.
In over 80 different majors and certificate programs.
Over 80 different majors, $5,000 a year to get an education. That's amazing. And what do we need to do if somebody wants to apply to this college, the steps they need to take?
The application process is very simple. You have two methods of applying. You can either apply online through our website, www.gatewayct.edu, or we do have paper applications strategically located at all of the high schools within our service area.
Wow.
So a student would apply to us as long as they are about to graduate or have graduated high school, and they're admissible. We have what's called open enrollment, which means that you need only graduate high school to gain admission here.
Oh, that's great. Gatewayct.edu. Awesome.
Exactly.
And what happens once you're accepted? Like what can a new student look forward to?
A new student straight out of high school will provide that student with placement testing in math and English to determine what level of math and English that student is suited for, and then we'll place that student into the appropriate class. That student would then, after the placement test, meet with an advisor within our student success area. And you're going to talk with Michael Buccelli later on, and he'll fill you in on what happens there. A transfer student who has college credit and who has taken math and English will, after they receive their acceptance, go right over to the Student Success Center.
So it seems like there's a lot of catering to the student. You figure out where they are as terms of academia is, and then you fit them correctly into where they should fit in Gateway Community College.
Exactly, and as a matter of fact, our traditional, the age of our traditional student is somewhere around 27 years old. So we're accustomed to students that have life other than their academic pursuit. So our counselors, our staff, we're well versed on being able to counsel students with life situations. Kids,
other jobs. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, our courses are conveniently scheduled both day and evening. So
you can choose. It accommodates everybody.
And there are some weekend courses as well.
Oh, okay. College on the weekend. I like it. Thank you so much to Tony Carberry, Director of Enrollment Management. Come see him. He's a great guy. He wants to get you into this school, Gateway Community College in New Haven. Continue your education or apply right out of high school. If you're thinking about getting an education at Gateway Community College in New Haven, we got Omar Livingston. He's the Associate Director of Financial Aid. He's going to tell us how you can afford to come here and get an education. How you doing today, Omar?
I'm doing great.
So let us know the steps that a student should take to get financial aid.
Well, the first step is the student should fill out the FAFSA. It's F like Frank, A like Apple, F like family, S like Sam, A like Apple, .ed.gov. So FAFSA.ed.gov is the website that you would go to fill out the free application for federal student aid. That's what it stands for. And you should not pay to fill out this application. So if you're ever asked to pay to fill it out, you're on the wrong website.
Oh, that's a good point. And what is new in terms of financial aid for education?
Very good question. What's new this year is the federal government has decided to open up the FAFSA for next fall 3 months early. That's big. I've been doing financial aid for 12 years and I've never seen that before.
So allow students to get it in ahead of time.
Yep.
Okay.
A whole 3 months jump start on it. So some schools are doing early decision, especially the 4-year schools. But what we'll do, we'll be able to give a student an award a little earlier, probably about 2 or 3 months earlier than normal. Normally it's like April, May we award students. So most likely it'll be like around February that we'll start awarding our students for fall of next year. If you're trying to come to school in the spring, this spring coming up, which starts January 19th, you're going to complete the 2016-2017 FAFSA. So right now there's 2 of them available on the website. There's 2 FAFSAs up right now.
And is there a deadline for spring admission? Or is that's coming up for FAFSA?
For FAFSA, no. There's the deadline for us is we have a rolling deadline.
Right.
We have a firm date.
Yeah.
So, but
what about like if you want to get financial aid for this next spring?
For spring,
you have to get it in pretty
our deadline,
quickly.
I believe, is going to be mid-December.
Okay, so you got a couple more weeks.
Like 30 days before the semester actually starts is when our deadline kicks in. But we will still award students, even if their FAFSAs come in later. But the funding is going to be limited. So the sooner you get it done, the better.
What about grants? Are there any there?
Oh yeah. Right now we're working with 2 main grants, and actually 3. The Pell Grant is our main grant that comes from the federal government. Once you complete your FAFSA, it actually gives you an estimate if you're eligible for federal Pell Grant and also student loans. The grants that students don't see is the institutional funds that we have. We are running a little low on that because we've been awarding since April.
Wow.
But so we could still fill out your FAFSA. The worst case scenario is a student will qualify for student loans, and then we'll be able to tell the student that. It's good to do your taxes first. What we're working with right now, and this is the first, I'm going to talk about 2016-2017 FAFSA first. You have to fill out a 2015 tax return, federal tax return, in order to apply. If some of our students don't have incomes on or file a tax return, but you do have to state on the FAFSA how you were supported, who supported you, who helped pay for bills, and how the FAFSA asks that. There's a spot on there where you put down money that you received to pay for bills, so make sure you fill out that part if there isn't any income on the FAFSA. And then, like I was saying before, new for next year, you can fill out a 2017-2018 FAFSA right now for next September. But you're going to you can use your 2015 income taxes to fill it out. That is also very new. Every box that you click on the FAFSA as you're filling it out gives you a help and hints question, like a suggestion. So it is. If you take your time and do it, you'll be able to complete it correctly. And if it's not completed correctly, usually the school will know, and then we can fix it for you.
Thank you so much, Omar Livingston, Associate Director of Financial Aid at Gateway Community College in New Haven. He's going to help you out. He's going to get you into the school that you want to be in, which is right here in New Haven. Let's say you have been accepted into Gateway Community College in New Haven. You're trying to figure out what you want to do. Mike Buccilli, he's going to help you out with that. There's a thing called New Student Advising Registration. And Mike, you're one of the people that students meet with.
Sure, yeah. New Student Advising and Registration is our program for all first-time freshmen in college. So if you've never attended college before, once you've taken a placement test or submitted your SAT scores, you'll come to our New Student Advising and Registration session. These 2-hour sessions give you really a good overview of the college around how to select classes, what are general education versus program requirements. Within that session, you'll meet one-on-one with an advisor where you'll identify a set of classes Those classes you'll then register, and you'll leave there that day with a schedule. So you'll know what classes you'll be taking in the upcoming semester. If you're a transfer student, the process is slightly different. You're going to come to room N213, the Student Success Center. There you'll make an individual appointment for academic advising. When you meet with an academic advisor, they will be able to talk with you about course selection for that semester, for spring semester, and for future semesters. Faculty advising is also a critical component. So many faculty across campus advise. We can assist you in the Student Success Center in connecting with those faculty. So let's say you're a student in early childhood education and you're looking to get your degree in early childhood. We would be able to connect you with the program coordinator for early childhood during her office hours or advising hours. So I guess my message would be then for a transfer student, please visit our office. The new students, you're going to want to follow those steps, and that'll lead you to the NSAR, we call it NSAR, New Student Advising and Registration Program session. Those sessions are going to be running all winter. They begin the last week of November, and they'll run right through the third week of January when classes begin. Yeah, you really don't want to wait. So if you're kind of considering it, put the application in, get the placement test done, come to a session, meet with an advisor, look at what some options are. You can always opt out or decide maybe this isn't the right time, but if you don't get that ball rolling and you wait till the end, it does get pretty difficult to turn those timelines around, and it gets very rushed. So the sooner you come in, the better choices for classes, for times, days, and we really can accommodate your schedule, whether you're an evening or a daytime student. I would also say academic advising is really important. It's a service that's sometimes underutilized, but we would encourage every student to seek academic advising every semester. It can be a little complicated to plan a transfer pathway to another university. The advisor is here to help you with that. In fact, there are some new transfer pathways that recently have come out. They're called transfer tickets. So these transfer tickets, currently there are about 11 available. So biology, chemistry, communication, criminology, history, mathematics, political science, psychology, sociology, and social work. More to come too. Business is right on the doorstep. So these pathways afford students the opportunity to do the first 60 credits at Gateway and the second 60 credits at the State University. So Southern, Central, Eastern, or Western. It really does guarantee that the student is a junior when they arrive there and that they can complete that degree in 2 years when they get to the State University.
A lot of flexibility in the scheduling, also a whole array of academia that you can choose from. Mike Buccilli, he's going to help figure out what you want to do and set you on the right path here at Gateway Community College. College Registrar of Gateway Community College is Maribel Lopez. How you doing today, Maribel?
I'm doing great, Beth. Thanks for coming.
Oh, no, thanks for having us. Take us through your role within Gateway Community College, because you seem like you are the boss lady of all the students here.
Well, we do have a big role here in the Registrar's Office. We are responsible for maintaining all of the college records from the beginning of the college in the 60s to today. We are responsible for college transcripts, and we are responsible for graduating students. So that is
Yeah.
a lot to
You got to
do.
get through her if you want to graduate, okay? Luckily, she's really nice.
Oh, thank you. But before we get to graduation, we have to get you registered.
Right.
We have to get you started at the college. So our first order of business would be to apply to the college. Then I would really recommend that students fill out their FAFSA. And once they do that, they can come to the college and seek advisement. And then in the registrar's office, we solidify your schedule, which is very important to do. One of the things that I highly recommend students to do is to pay attention to the timelines. The semester begins for spring 2017, January 19th. So I would really recommend that everybody start their admissions process or registration process as early as possible.
Right now.
Oh, actually, you can start right now.
Right.
We started yesterday, as a matter of fact. So we started online registration yesterday,
Totally.
November 1st, and we're going to allow all students, new students, continuing students, transfer students, everybody can register in person starting November 15th. So if you're excited about coming to Gateway, you've got to get that application in as soon as you can.
Absolutely. Middle of November, if you want to start your education, spring 2017, which is really only 20 days into the new year, you got to start doing it now. And we're going to talk about this, but the later you decide to sign up, apply, register, you have a less availability of classes.
Absolutely.
So it's really a good idea to get a start on it right now.
Right, and I always recommend to students to register as early as possible. And even if you have your work schedule changes later on, or your child care situation changes and you have to scramble towards the end, you can add and drop freely up until January 18th. So that's the day before classes start, and we give refunds, so which is really good. After classes start, though, that's when you're kind of locked into classes, but you could still add and drop the first week of classes. So we try to be as flexible as possible with our students.
Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of, you just want to be able to have the student have an education here at
Yes.
Gateway Community College. There's night classes, so if you work full-time or if you have a couple of part-time jobs, you can definitely still get an education. Also, the factor that if your life does change, which we know it can change at a moment, you can still have a great schedule and work towards a career here.
Absolutely. Most of our students at Gateway are non-traditional age, which means that they're 25 or older. So we understand that you have work responsibilities and you have life responsibilities. And so we're here to help you. We're here for you. We're here to help you get that education that you've always dreamed of. So we love our students and we try to make them succeed, help them succeed as best as we possibly can.
Thank you so much, Maribel Lopez,
Thank
the
you,
college registrar of Gateway Community College in New Haven. If you're a future student, you're watching this, any final message for them?
Yes, one final message is that just register early and remember that classes for spring 2017 start January 19th. So the earlier you come in, the better classes you're going to get. And we can't wait to see you. Welcome to Gateway.
Kelly Burdanso, she is the Director of Student Engagement and Career Development. Thank you so much for having us here today, Kelly.
Oh, thank you for being here.
We're going to talk with you about career services, specifically for veterans and veteran affairs within Gateway Community College. What does a veteran need to know if they want to go to Gateway Community College? What kind of steps? How are they supported within the college?
So first, they would have to know that we are a veteran-friendly school. We really appreciate the sacrifices that have been made, and we do a really good job, and we try to do a really good job of ensuring that our vets are well taken care of. When the time they come through the doors and they identify themselves as a veteran, we have a full-time person of contact on staff who everyone knows that is the veteran's representative. So if a vet comes in, they identify as a veteran, they are sent directly to him. His name is Rick Palenko, and he is the best.
Awesome.
He's a veteran himself
Cool.
at making sure that they get everything they need. So he really walks them through the admissions process, the testing process. He's also the certifying official, so he certifies, for all their benefits. And then he usually introduces me to them. We have a veterans orientation that we do at the beginning of every semester, where we kind of go over all the logistics of being a new student on campus. Many of our vets are coming back from service and haven't been in school in a while, so we want to make sure we're providing them the best support possible.
Right.
We also have a veterans oasis, which is a really nice space. The college is very dedicated to our vets and wanted to show appreciation, so they gave us this beautiful space where veterans hang out. It's a lounge / study area / just a place where they can go and really have that camaraderie. Yep, meet, and a lot of great discussions happen.
I like
in
how
that
it's
space.
called an oasis. Very cute.
Yeah, and it is just their space, that it is for them. We have veteran work study students that work and they get paid through the government, so they kind of staff the oasis.
Wow, okay.
They staff the veterans office, Rick's office. They also staff our office down here. So we have vets kind of sprinkled all throughout, and they are really of service to other veterans and providing some of that vet-to-vet mentoring.
Yeah, that's amazing that a fellow veteran is the one who's going to transition you through to actually getting your education and being on the way to a new career or continuing the career that you have. From what I've heard, there's a lot of transition issues with veterans coming home. They're not quite sure what steps to take. Gateway Community College seems like a safe haven almost. So let's say a veteran just got home. They're not quite sure what they want to do. They want to go back into having an education, let's say they're thinking about Gateway Community College, what's the first initial step that they can take?
I would say going to our website, taking a look around the website. You can go to our veterans page and see what benefits and services that we do offer for our veterans. They can actually fill the application out online and get a quicker response. But there's nothing like coming here and seeing this place in person.
Right.
So actually that would be my first recommendation, is to actually come on campus, connect with Rick Palinko. All you have to do is say that I'm a veteran.
Wow.
And everyone knows where, who they should be in contact with. And if Rick's not here, I'm here. Someone from our department is here, and we kind of know we're going to take care of you.
It's such a nice welcome. You're thinking about going back to school. You're thinking about Gateway Community College. You just need to come to the campus. You walk in, you say, I'm a veteran. I want to meet with somebody, and they'll bring you right to the appropriate people, whether it be Rich or Kelly.
Yep.
The other thing I like about Gateway Community College, just being here and learning about the school today, is that the career planning services is so extensive. There's assistance to students all the way through, including veterans. Talk about the job board and also other career planning services that you guys have here.
So we have an electronic job board that really is open to all students. Career Services is an office dedicated for all of Gateway students and alumni, actually. And so we have an electronic job board. We have a physical job board outside of our office for those who don't really know how to navigate the online system. But we get postings literally every day that come in, and we post them on that site. We print them out and we put them up so that students, have access to these opportunities. Our job board also allows us to post, or for students to register and post their own resume on the job board so that employers can connect with them directly. The other good thing is, from our job board, we start building relationships with these employers.
Right.
So that we engage them to come on campus, to do some, recruiting right here on campus, to do interview days on campus, so that our students have that access right here, where they're comfortable.
And I also like the fact that alumni also have access to career services, because that's a really important part. Once you leave the school, it's easy to feel a little bit abandoned by your college if you don't have the same access to job postings, career services. So once you graduate from Gateway Community College, you're in it. You can go back to the job board. You can still have access to all those wonderful resources.
Yep. Yeah, we don't shut the door. Once you're in Gateway, once a Gateway student, always a Gateway student. And we're here to serve you.
Oh, I love that. Once a Gateway student, always a Gateway student. Yeah, come to New Haven, gatewayct.edu. It's right in downtown New Haven. Thank you so much, Kelly Berdanzo, for having us today, talking so well about the veteran services as well as all the amazing career planning services here at Gateway.
Thank you.